R&B, hip hop, pop,
I still get you.
reggae, EDM, indie, old school,
Side. Check it.
and sports talk.
Right here.
WorldstarHitRadio.com.
You're tuned in to the hottest internet station in all of the land. www.Worldstar Hit Radio. We got Pierre in the building, co-host Stephanie D. Say what's up.
You know.
Yes.
What's up, everybody?
Look like a nice, Oreo cookie up in here. You know what I'm saying?
One of them schmellos.
Right. Got the chocolate on the side and the vanilla in the middle.
Right.
It is what it is.
We're in hot Atlanta, man. We started radio season out with a banger, man. We got Pierre, man. Pierre done did everything, man.
Yeah.
Man done did child support court.
Right. I done did everything and did everybody.
There you go.
That's why they call him Mr. How to Be a Player.
There it is.
You heard it here first, man. You heard it here first. But we gonna get down to what's going on, man. What you got going on?
I got plenty, brother. I'm touring all over the country with my new tour called the Black Pack. It's kind of like the Rat Pack from the '60s. The Sammy Davis Jr. and Fred, what's his name? Whatever. What I'm talking about? Yeah, the white people and shit. But it's called the Black Pack. It's the black brothers coming up. We suited and booted on the stage. We're looking good. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Giving that classic man feel. Bringing that back, that whole look back. I got my man Rodney Perry on the show. Got Don D.C. Perry on the show. Got my man Damon Williams from the Tom Joyner Morning Show on the show. So it's a nice situation. It's gonna be nice. It's a place to get suited and booted. You can't look like that coming to the show, though, player. Now I know you used to get fly.
Yeah, I'm
today I don't know what happened.
Boy shit.
Is that what it is?
I was selling mileage on cameras.
Is that what it is? Damn.
Yeah, I was selling. I ain't made it yet.
I ain't
made it yet.
All right. I seen you fucking up before, man. You look saucy. Today I came in and for some reason you said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna wear what I."
But I wasn't expecting, you to come Easter Shaw.
He wants something that he didn't have to iron. That's
Is that what it is?
Yeah, but these goddamn skinny jeans. They ain't no
Give me
regular.
35 cents. Don't say you ain't got it. I can see the pocket there. Tight ass jeans. I see that quarter and a dime in that.
Yeah, but Pierre looking debonair as always, man. He fly, you know what I'm saying? And as far as like the comedy goes, man, what else do you have going on outside of comedy?
As far as stand-up comedy or what you talking about? Because I film stuff,
let the people know you got other heads.
Oh well, shit. First of all, I got this series called it's a web series called Dating Pierre. DATINGPIERRE. It's Dating Pierre. It's a funny ass web series. It's crazy tales about me dating different chicks out in Atlanta. White girls, handicapped girls, whatever kind of girls. I got church girls, a diva. You ever been with a diva? Just a stuck up girl, always wants you to open up everything for her. She wants you to open a door, open up the car door, the regular door. She open up everything but her legs, you know what I'm saying?
You going out with any ratchets?
Oh yeah, but please believe me. Yeah, the first one I got, she want me to bring milk to the crib.
What?
Who wants you to bring a fucking gallon of milk? But it's on YouTube, it's called Dating Pierre. Fuck with it, I'm telling you, it's the funniest web series, real shit. Let me tell you how cool this shit is. We killed a white man first. Before the credits even start, he got to go. We ain't saving nobody. You run in the wood with your girl, she fall, fuck the bitch, keep on running, nigga. Somebody gotta tell the story.
So it's a horror comedy.
Yes, but it's real shit that niggas do.
Yeah.
Ain't no play. Anybody gonna bounce no ball in the haunted house like, let me go get my ball. Like, fuck that ball. That ball wasn't but $2, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Let that ball be.
So it ain't no, it's no, who's there?
Oh, no.
Okay.
You might text somebody, who's back at the house, and I'm going to the police station. They might be in the house still while you hear noises. So it's a real funny comedy. People love it. I got my man Rodney Perry's in there, my man David Allen Greer, Young Jock is in there, man. So it's
Young Jock in every goddamn thing.
There it is, brother.
He getting on.
Oh, man, he's funny. He did a hell of a job too.
Yeah. Shout out to Young Jock.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a shout out to Young Jock because he showed me some love and he was funny as hell. I didn't know how funny he was, man.
He loves funny.
Well, I didn't know that.
I watched him on Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
And even on the reunions, and I was like, yo, he's actually funny.
No, the funniest shit he did was when he said parsley instead of partially.
Right.
Well, I ain't give him too many speaking parts. He just he did a lot of pointing and staring and shit.
Yeah, but shout out to Young Jock. But
yeah,
man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Being able to bring something else to the table besides being funny.
Right.
Because I was always taught that if you are only gonna be funny, you ain't gonna make no money.
That's true. I said I got behind the camera. The thing is, someone gave me a break. So I decided to turn around and give some other young cats a break. Because there's a lot of funny comedians like yourself out here who just need that break and need to be discovered. So through my company, I put out the web series, the movies, you know what I'm saying? So to give them young cats a chance, females and males, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they did a tremendous job. Now my web series, I promise you, when you see this shit, it's funny.
Let the listeners know.
Go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and put in Dating Pierre, DATING Pierre, one word, Dating Pierre. I promise you, it's 7 episodes. I'm ready to talk to an Adult Swim about it because it's crazy now. Don't have your kids watching, okay? You got to be at least 18 and older because the shit is ignorant as hell.
So it's
okay?
rated R.
No, it's rated X, okay? Damn that, I never show everything that they better let me show on YouTube, okay? I thought they were gonna take the damn thing off, but it's the real shit of dating,
right?
You know what I'm saying? The real shit of dating. It ain't no fakey fake. It's some real shit of dating, shit that you probably would feel and understand.
That's what's up.
So Pierre, let me ask you this: dating Pierre, is there anything that's going to come out of dating Pierre? Like, is there a love interest? You know, a boo thing?
No, it's not a reality show.
It's not reality.
It's not reality. It's just a scripted show. Like, you ever see Curb Your Enthusiasm or something like that?
Right.
Or even Kevin's show, The House Husband.
Yeah.
It's like little vignettes of real situations.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just that. But think about dating. You got story after story after story. You know who wanted to be on my shit? Sydney Starr.
Okay. So
yeah. So I don't know. I'm thinking about writing something in there.
Yeah.
You know Sydney Starr? Yeah. She hot.
That's why he's saying it. He's stuttering.
Yeah, she hot.
One star?
Man, let me tell you, you should fuck with her, man.
I should fuck
I can
with her.
see you and her together, man.
For real?
Doing all kind of shit, man.
She must be
Yeah, she's sexy.
Don't get foolish
She got all that shit. She got that sexy.
Don't get
the
foolish started.
titties and shit you like.
Yeah.
Bam. That ass you like. I say fuck with it, nigga. I think y'all might make a little what's that celebrity couple show or shit?
That's what's up, right?
You,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna look out for you, nigga.
Y'all, you heard it. You heard it first.
I'm
You
hooking
heard
this
it
nigga up with
first.
Sydney Starr. That's my nipple. I got your back, brother.
You heard it first. He out hooking
Name
you
the
up.
first child after me, nigga.
Foolish.
Shit. The fuck it.
You gonna be in couples therapy like 2
Yes,
weeks later.
that's what I'm talking about. Cause she wild.
No.
She
Talking
crazy.
to Eliza.
She
Yes,
wants that
will.
dick. You better give her a lot of dick now. She don't play her. She don't want no little dick now. I ain't doing. I want
Yeah,
to roll.
yeah.
You got that dick?
I got that dick.
With it. She want it. She
Oh,
want
yeah.
it. You got it.
Lord,
Sydney Starr. I got
females,
somebody for you.
rescue me, females. Females.
Them light skinned niggas they can just say what they want to say now. I mean, Drake just murdered Meek Mill.
Man, like it's good to be light skinned right now. It's good to be light skinned.
I'm in
Real
between.
good.
Am I in between or am I brown skinned?
No. If the Klan came in here, nigga, you'd have to run. Okay. And I'm snitching. I'm gonna tell you where you at.
See what I'm talking about? Ain't no respect.
Cause hold on, the Splash Brothers won the championship in basketball.
Steph Curry, Klay
Yeah.
Thompson.
Okay,
Yeah.
the president is light skinned. Okay, the number one, he light skinned. You got a white mama. Damn,
Yeah.
now y'all
Yeah,
trying to
you
act
right,
like
you right. What else?
They're like me. The number one movie star right now is The Rock. He light skinned.
That nigga's
Okay.
like Spanish or something.
He ain't dark. Okay,
Yeah.
damn the bullshit. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Let me have him for a second. Let me my king
I
for a
think
second.
so, right? I thought he
Damn
had some black
that.
and
He
white.
ain't.
He
He
don't
don't like
mix
that.
with something.
His hair ain't nappy shit. Okay.
You got
So
some
if I
German
was
in you, right?
so if I was a slave, would I be a house nigga or would I be?
Nigga, you be so far in the field.
You
I
be
need
in the
binoculars
field.
to find you, nigga.
You be in the
Where is
field.
this nigga? Where is this motherfucker?
You be in the field, foolish.
I'll probably
Okay.
be serving biscuits. or something.
No.
Foolish, you be
I'm
in the
kicking your ass
field.
out.
You know where your ass to be at.
Okay, she be cooking. She be
Yeah.
cooking. Match the bed warm.
You know, I had me a light skinned baby.
But Pierre, how was it your first big break in entertainment? How could you describe that to any young actors or actresses or entertainers that are listening?
Right,
How could
right.
you explain what was the feeling like?
It's kind of weird. I got like 2 breaks. Like the first break was kind of I got to give my man Bob Sumner. He put me on Def Comedy Jam before Def Jam had ever even aired. I did the 6th show ever aired. So
Okay.
before Chris Tucker was seen, a lot of cats, you know, Eddie Griffin wasn't ever seen. You know what I'm saying? So I was on the 6th show and that shit blew up. I mean, by that time everybody was watching it. I couldn't go on the streets and nowhere. And it's a weird trip when one day you can go to the beach and hang at the mall and no one really knows you. The next day, motherfuckers chasing you, wanting an autograph, taking pictures. It was crazy, man. You know. So that helped my pockets. You know what I'm saying? Got my pocket up a little more. You know, shows and so forth. Then 2 years later, I got in BAPS. In Valley, very. And once that happened, it was on then. Then I got How to Be a Player and all the rest of the stuff started tumbling down after that, man.
So you've been in the game a long time.
A long time. I started when I was 17 in high school, man.
That's what's up.
I'm from Washington, D.C. Shout out to my people from Washington, D.C.
Yeah.
A lot of good comics from Washington, D.C. Dave Chappelle,
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence, Tommy Davidson, Earthquake, Donnell Rollins, Shit, come on.
It's funny you mentioned
Monique.
Earthquake, and I don't like throwing comedians under the bus, but honestly, Pierre, I think Earthquake, pound for pound, might be the funniest comedian in the last 30 years.
People say that. A lot of people say that.
Would you say that? Would you agree?
I would definitely give him up there. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem if someone said that. You know, now I've been around. I'm doing a lot of comics and shit. But the way he bring his shit, punch for joke, for joke, for joke, for joke. Yeah. He bring that heat, man.
He's like my idol.
Is he? I see that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That boy, he's the truth.
So what made you want to get in stand-up comedy? Is it something that just happened, or is it something that you said, okay, I'm gonna do this? Cause
well, ever since I was a little kid, I used to put shows on for my family. You know, they had the whole everybody come over and I do a little show and dress up in all kind of crazy way. So I always knew I liked to perform in front of people. I grew up in Germany. A lot of people didn't know. I was born in Texas. 2 weeks later, we moved to Germany. My father was in the service, and my mother was German. She liked Negroes, so that's how I came about. was what it was. And I grew up in Germany, and when we came to the United States when I was about 11 years old, Eddie Murphy started being real popular. You know what I'm saying? And once you saw, Eddie changed the whole game from being a clown comic to being sexy or cool and shit.
Right.
And I was like, I like that. I like being silly and goofy only. This nigga took it to a whole nother level.
Right.
So when he did that, I was like, you know what? I fucks with him.
He made it okay for white girls to like black guys.
What? And he made it okay for you to wear something decent on stage. You know, wear no big ass hat and clown shit and all that.
Exactly.
I was like, damn, I fucks with him. So I was in high school. I was 17 years old. One day I was looking through the paper and I saw like an open mic night. It was on like on a Thursday, but this was a Friday night. I said, let me go in the comedy club and see what it is.
Right.
So I rode down there and went into the club, paid my little money, went up there, and had no idea how comedy worked at the club. I remember I talked to a comedian named Kevin Lee, and he's still in DC, but he was an act performing. It was some white people performing. He performed. After the show was over, I said, how do you get into the comedy? Like, how do you do this?
Right.
Nigga, this is his advice. Go home, write 5 minutes, and come on back. And I got my car like, what the fuck is 5 minutes?
Yeah.
I'm not a Joan. We call it Joan, ranking, whatever.
Roasting.
I'm still a killer at that shit. But I was like, how the fuck you do that? What is 5 minutes of joke? And there was a guy named Rodney Dangerfield and Stephen Wright had albums out. So I went and got their albums and I turned their jokes around into urban version of their joke and went on back on open mic night and killed. People like, you funny as a motherfucker. I'm thinking, all right, but doing their joke and shit.
Yeah.
So I didn't bomb with a story to go do my spot. I got pulled up by the police. And I was like, come on, hurry up, give me a ticket, and I got rushed. And I rushed up, and I just got on stage. And when I got on stage, I talked about what happened, and people started laughing. I'm like, that just happened, though.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on, I can do my own shit, my own,
It'd be
funny. So I started getting rid of, the jokes I had written, other people's jokes, and it was,
That's what's up, man.
Yeah. So here it is.
Another thing that you're doing too. Last time you and I had met, we talked about with the tour, and with the things that you guys were doing in the community along with that tour. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, well the tour is the Black Pack Comedy Tour, like I said, and with all those comedians, and we all getting sharp on stage and so forth. And I wanted to find a way I can get back to the community. And what I came up with was a thing called Back to Basics, where we ask the community, let's say we go to Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're on the radio in the morning. They already know this, they're gonna know this prior to we get there. And we do an interview, let's say 8 o'clock a.m. We want the community to bring by like a tie, unused, dress shirt, or a rarely used suit, and you bring it to us, and we'll take your pictures with you. We'll give you books. I got books I wrote, or DVDs, or T-shirts to give back to you, so we can collect that and give it to kids. Because these young men I'm hearing are going on job interviews without even suits on and stuff. Like my friends who have businesses, like, these niggas come in here, they ain't got no damn suit on, they wearing their pants sagging, they got their shit on. And I'm not telling you not to dress how you want to dress anymore, but there are certain ways you have to carry yourself if you want a job.
Exactly.
A certain look.
Exactly.
Now some people say, well, I ain't got no suit, I ain't got no money for a suit. Well, we want to give out some of these suits, for those who want, look for a job or go to church.